meditation deck. Grounding, this one always seems to be popular. Gathering. Patience. And on the bottom of deck, contemplation. Now I'm going to get from the Lightworker deck. No, wait, postpone, pause, say no. The full moon is tomorrow. For some folks, that may be a sign not to do anything drastic because sometimes the full moon brings on additional activity that is out of the ordinary. Unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. Very interesting here, opposite the grounding card, where these figures are ascending and no longer bound by perhaps karmic ties and contracts specifically. Priestess, how are you being called to step up and lead? Sometimes the priestess is who leads the gathering, right? This priestess here also has some golden wings of protection. Awakening, interesting. Again, an unbound figure here under patience. Energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration and awakening. Okay. All right, into the Lover's Oracle. I can't handle your love. Someone saying no here. Maybe they were at one time contemplating it, but saying, I can't handle it. No, it's too much. Why do I feel so lost? Okay. If this is you, you may need some grounding activities, right? You may be feeling unbound, releasing yourself from old patterns. That's maybe why you feel lost. What's that saying? All who wander are not lost. Okay. You just may be in unfamiliar territory, but gaining new ground. Okay. Again, grounding. So once you arrive, you may feel more settled. Okay. In that respect. why can't I tell you the truth? So, you may be being called to step up and lead because others cannot, right? Because somebody else is saying, well, I can't tell the truth right now. Maybe they are bound by previous contracts. Maybe they are impeded by gatherings. Maybe what they will say will upset others, right? Um, but you're not being bound by that type of covenant, that type of action, okay? You're bound by something higher that is releasing you from those soul patterns here. Okay. So, right now, asking for patience may be of benefit, okay? Especially as this moon is in the light here, okay? Yeah, got disconnected there. Somebody may be growing up, growing into themselves. Yes, a new way of being. Just because this figure floating here has longer hair and kind of a skirt outfit on. The Roman gladiators wore skirts as well, right? Just saying. Let's do one more, please, out of the Lovers Oracle, and we'll move on to Romance Angels. Oh, drugs and alcohol. Yes, that may be what this person is having issues right now, saying they want out of this kind of cycle. Somehow they are trying to do that. Let's continue on. Okay. So if you collective are not in that kind of pattern, right? And you've left that world behind, right? This person could be feeling lost without you and they're trying to pull you, right? And saying, well, don't leave me. And it's like, well, I can't continue to be toxic just for you, right? Like at a certain point, these people have to start being adults and start cleaning up their own messes, right? You don't want to be in a codependency. Okay. All right. Lovers Oracle, or excuse me, Romance Angels next, please. And here this person saying, why can't I tell you the truth? Well, if they can't tell the truth to themselves, then what's the point, right? They may need some professional help, something that is not your cross to bear, right? They need to walk that path themselves. Okay. And trust me, they're able to find resources for this stuff. That means they're a very resourceful person. That means they can look up how to get their driver's license back. That means they can look up how to get state aid. That means they can look up a lot of things, right? Instead of just being crafty and doing this, right? Which some of them do. Okay. So if it's that kind of thing, again, I would step aside and say, that's for you to figure out. I'm not handling that end of it anymore. Okay. So again, it's okay to say no, especially if somebody comes to you saying, oh, I need help. I'm changing my ways. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. Well, 24 hours is nice, right? And there's groups for that, right? People can go to groups. Like, you don't have to be somebody's counselor, you know what I mean? Like, again, they can go, look up any sorts of ways, all sorts of assistance or support that is actually free. So don't think it is your responsibility in these cases. Passion, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Yeah, once you start letting go, it's like these people don't want to see you happy, right? Because they want you to be fixing all their problems. Okay. But here, it's saying you need to allow yourself to kind of feel some happiness. Okay. And that could be too why this person can't handle your love, because they just have so much other things going on that are like in the opposite, direction of love, because they're not loving themselves at all. You know what I mean? By doing some of these things. This could be the one you've already met, the romantic partner you seek. So if you're not sure, again, you might be like, I'm not sure if I'm on the right path. This is saying for some of you, especially once you get feeling more settled, that yes, this could be, a potential soulmate, a long-term person for you. Okay. Um, and it could be somebody you've already, met, right? Sometimes it's a timing thing as well. I'm not saying wait around for anybody. I'm, definitely live your life, right? And that's what part of this unbound is here too, right? You're not waiting around for so and so to decide to go on vacation with you. I mean, I've had people cancel on me multiple times. Guess what? I still went. You know, I lived my life, okay? Why they decided to cancel, whatever, because they were all for it until, whatever. It happens, right? I've canceled on people before too, but, I had my reasons. So, oh my gosh, what was I just saying about being codependent? Okay. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. Yeah, it's this drugs and alcohol here. So, for somebody, yeah, why can't I tell you the truth? Maybe they're addicted. They cannot admit that they're addicted. Maybe they don't want to admit that they're addicted. Maybe they're going to have to go to like a meeting, a gathering, right? And get up there and say that they're whatever. I don't know. You know what I mean? So, but don't make this your issue to solve, because trust me, when they wanted this stuff, they were very resourceful, weren't they? And I know a lot of you have been on the end of being manipulated for that, right? Okay. And where they make you the little savior, okay? I mean, the evening that one of my boyfriends beat me up was because I wouldn't allow him to take my car to go get drugs. Okay. That was after he had already dumped my purse out, after he had harassed me about it for hours. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. I had to take a stand, and, he's a little pussy bitch and likes to beat up women. I wasn't the first. I won't be the last, I'm sure, if he gets his way. You know what I'm saying? But, once I got away from that person, my life got better. Right? Okay. His life doesn't have to be my life, right? Don't let these people push you into thinking that that's your life. Those are their decisions, okay? If you're not around that person, are you making those same kind of decisions? Okay? If the answer is no, then we know who the toxic one is, okay? It's really quite simple. Okay? They want you to make it complicated. They want you, and I heard all the stories, "Oh, I'm depressed, I'm this, I'm that." No, you're just a jerk. Okay? And if you wanted help, you would have actually tried to get it a long time ago. Okay? Do you know what I'm saying? And then they turn it around on you. You're like, "Oh, well, you didn't help me, or you didn't." No, I actually did probably way more than I should have. Some of you were way patient. Okay? And now you are seeing the frickin' light. Okay? Some of you are waking up, okay? Some of you, it's like, yeah, you're getting your confidence back. You're like, no, you're not just gonna run over me with whatever. That's not cool. I have rights here too. So, start taking care of yourself. You know? Past life relationship, you have known each other before. So perhaps this person where you feel like you have met them, you have had some kind of past life relationship. You could have as well with somebody that you had perhaps a connection with that was causing some codependency. Okay, so just be aware of that, especially around the full moon, because that's when people get like itchy, and it's like itchy and sketchy, right? It's supposed to be itchy and scratchy, but it's kind of like itchy and sketchy sometimes. Okay. Um, let's see here. Since the moon is coming out, I'm gonna grab some Moonology here, and that might be it for today's reading. Okay, keeping it kind of simple today. Like I said, the full moon is tomorrow. There's been lots of planets out lately, so if you have been able to view those, it's been good viewing for the planets. More, you just need a dark space, not necessarily a telescope or anything. Okay, so let's see what the Moonology has to say. First one falling out here. The answers you need are coming, Gemini communication. Maybe you are going to run into a trusted friend, or somebody that you can talk to, where you are actually going to get the answers that are going to give you some peace of mind here. Okay, that's going to alert you to what you need to know. Okay, so if you've been contemplating about something, that may be part of this here. Okay. And maybe that's going to give you the power to say no. Okay. Believe in the impossible. Blue moon. This is a hunter's moon coming up, right? Or a beaver's moon. Yeah. For some of you, you may, not be getting the greatest news, or, getting away from some of this stuff into your own territory may make you feel unsteady, right? But believe that it's possible to turn out on your side. Okay. Nothing will come of this situation. Okay, so whoever this is that can't tell you the truth, don't necessarily look for them to like crack or whatever under pressure, because some folks are just going to be happy tethered by these things. Okay, you collective have been looking to do something different. You're kind of your own thing here, right? You're not worried about what other people think of you. That's why you may not be so wrapped up into this as other people might be, for reasons of companionship, popularity, things of that nature. Okay. Obviously not saying it turns out, right? Because, yeah, a lot of times it doesn't. So, like, know when to draw the line, right? Don't make their dependency your dependency. So you can be like, oh, I tried to save them. Yeah, they're going to take you down with them if you let them. And in fact, sometimes that's what they're counting on, because some of these people, and it's not even like that. Some of them don't have the capability of caring, but some of them, they just don't. They only care about their addiction and themselves. Okay, that's all they care about. They will use anything as an excuse. They will even use their children. Okay, they will use their family. They will invoke all sorts of they'll become, knowing every passage in the Bible, okay? Real fast. I'm just letting you know. Okay. Nothing is. So, for some of you, if you feel like whoever this is getting away with it, don't worry about that. You're not going to be stuck in their kind of time loop. Okay. So yeah, expect powerful change coming up, especially the more that you're away from things that may be leading to toxic behavior. And I'm not saying you can't, have a glass of this or that, and you know what I mean, do things responsibly. But this person, that's part of why they can't tell you the truth. And a lot of people like to say, well, I was drunk at the time. Well, you know, somebody did something illegal to me when they were drunk at the time. You know what I mean? Is that why they did it? Because they were drunk at the time, or are they just a gross person to begin with? Okay. So, just saying. Some people do things to cover up other things. All right. So, let's see here. Let's go ahead and get our little animals out here again, because that is full moon vibing. Okay. And, a lot of people be like, oh, well, you used to do this and you used to do that, blah, blah. Especially like if you're somebody who like used to be an addict and you got clean. Okay. And then there's going to be, well, you used to do, okay. Well, I'm sure by now you've chosen how many times not to, right? Um, you know, and a lot of those folks that actually actively get over all this stuff, they understand when, people look at them a little bit differently, because yeah, they do have a past. You know what I mean? People aren't idiots, right? But then there's those that just want chance after chance after chance, no matter what. And it's like, well, there's such a thing called love from afar. So, lizard regeneration. As a survivor, you are unparalleled no matter what happens. You can adapt, embrace your transformation, put on your new cloak. You are a master of regeneration. Okay. I feel like this regeneration is connected to this passion somehow here. Giraffe, visionary, rise above earthly matters, glide through life with grace. You are able to see the right path. Stand tall in your self-worth and love with a big heart. Okay. Yeah, your self-worth is definitely something to cultivate, to hold on to remind yourself of. Okay. Um, as yes, there are people out there that do want to take advantage of you. That could be one of these, why do I feel so lost? Right? Because that happens, like especially folks that work in healthcare. After a while, it's like you're taking care of everybody else except yourself, right? Here it also says visionary. So what kind of visioning are you doing for your path forward? Okay. Because otherwise it'll become what you can do for everybody else versus what you are capable of doing. Okay. And I'm not saying you can't others, but if you're not doing anything for yourself, it's time to start. Okay. Start with grounding. Okay. If you're like, well, I'm not sure what I need to do, well, go and take a breath of fresh air. There's a start. Okay. Keep it very simple. It can be very, very simple. It doesn't have to be complicated. Okay. Humpback whale, singer. Sing healing songs for the world. Your inner navigation always guides you. Nothing can stop you or keep you from your goal. Align with your purpose and the power in your soul. So that could be how you're being called to step up and lead. You could be doing this at a gathering, okay? Polar bear challenges make you strong. Take time to rest, dream, and renew your strength. Embrace your psychic abilities. You carry the shaman within. Okay. That could be this, I am the man vibe, right? Okay. Getting those energetic upgrades into your system, right? And realizing even though things might look a little choppy right now, that doesn't mean it's not going to go in your favor. Okay. All right, I think that is all I have for you today. So until next time, please do manifest wisely. Bye bye.